just trying to provide balance in this culture that we call hip hop, and try to sway people to focus more on the creative aspect of things. You know, business is business, doesn't change. You have to be aware of your business and conscious of the business decisions that you make. But ultimately, I think legends are made and music becomes timeless when the creative aspect of things gets majority of the attention. Because in today's culture, I mean, there's so many distractions and there's so much BS. It's become like a circus. So the art is kind of like not even in the equation of what determines of what is going to be the determining factor in you being successful. If it was just about the art, or if it was just about the music, you know, so many talented artists would be at the top of the charts already. But in today's society, we tend to focus on the negative things and awry and what criminal record you have, or how much street credibility you have, or you know, who you sleeping with, or what did he do for you, when ultimately it's about the talent, it's about the art, and it's about reaching the people. I'm probably at my best when I'm creating with no agenda. When I'm starting with the why, and I'm feeling a certain kind of way, and I just let it flow from there. That's when I'm at my best as an artist. If you know, come to me and say, can you do this kind of record, or you know, can you make this kind of song, a party song or a radio record? You know, I respect that, because you know, some songs are gonna, you know, fit within the radio structure or the club scene, but I feel like I'm at my best when I just create based on how I'm feeling. My best stuff is always gonna come when I make it based off pure emotion and pure creativity. You know, I really try to get inspiration from everywhere. It can be the everyday person, you know, aside from other artists that inspire me, such as the Nas's, Jay, you know, Pac, you know, the usual suspects, Big. In today's culture, you know, the Wale's, the Coles, the Kendricks. I try to get inspiration from everywhere, man. I like Stevie Wonder, Earth, Wind and Fire, but you know, on a day-to-day basis, man, I get inspiration from the people. It could be something as simple as a conversation that I'm having with someone that, you know, takes me into their world. It could be for 30 seconds, 15 seconds. I try to get inspiration from everywhere, man, because, you know, the soul of other people allows me to kind of harness what they give to me and give it back to the world, because everyone isn't an artist, but everyone has a story. So I try to tell my story and the story of others in order to reach the people. Oh man, Weaving Gangs, my favorite track on Art Over Bullshit. Is probably not your most commercially driven record, but I was just trying to convey the message, you know, as a former, actually a current educator as well. I was just trying to convey the message that you know, in everyday life, I see so many of our young people, young females, get caught up on so much about how they look, and you know, purchasing hair, fake hair, which I'm not, you know, totally against it, because you know, to each his own. But I feel like too much emphasis is put on, you know, makeup and fake this and fake that and weave, and when I think we could, you know, we can be proud of our own. You know, we shy away from being natural because we think nappy hair is bad hair, or coarse hair is bad hair. As you can see, you know, I'm getting older, and I'm starting to embrace, you know, just being free and being happy with who I am. For the fellas, man, I got some inspiration from a close place, with my younger brother being sent to prison after he joined the gang and committing some crimes and things like that. You know, it was from a frustrating place, you know, but I didn't want to be too preachy, but I just had to, you know, speak it how it was, and that's being honest. A lot of young boys join gangs because they don't have fathers or they don't have guidance, so they turn to the gangs for some validation, to cover up some insecurity, so that they just want to be a part of something. Fortunately, I was blessed enough not to ever feel like I needed to be a part of a gang to to be someone or get somewhere in life. So I'm just trying to speak life into people in an honest manner, so that I can spark some conversation and get people to look at things from a different perspective. I think creativity definitely comes from a higher place. When it's a God-given gift or a God-given talent, it's often unexplainable. If you ask some of the greatest artists how they created this song, or how they created this painting or piece of art, sometimes they can tell you their inspiration, but often they can't tell you how they made it or how they created it. I know that goes for myself. When people ask me, like, wow, how did you come up with that? I don't know, because I just think that when something is a God-given gift from the Creator, it's a spiritual gift or a spiritual thing, it's unexplainable, man. I don't think it's something that is necessarily learned. You have the tool and you're blessed with the gift of the craft, and you have the tools to work on it and fine-tune it and bring it to its peak and help you reach your fullest potential. But at the core, it's a God-given gift. It comes from a higher place, and I totally agree with the fact that people say that creativity comes from a higher place. It's not mechanical. It's God-given. The term rapper, I'm starting to despise it. I'm starting to hate it, actually. I consider myself a creator, an artist. I might wake up one day and may not feel like writing to a beat. I might just write some poetry and add a visual to it to get my point across. One day I may just want to write a paragraph about something, trying to reach the people, like I said before. But the term rapper, I really don't like it anymore, because I feel like hip hop and rap have morphed into something throughout the general public to be viewed as something that lacks substance, and it's just strictly shallow and for the casual fan. But I like to consider myself a creator, and I create in different ways. And if I wake up on Friday and a song is what I want to create, or an album is what I want to create, then hey, I'm rapping. But for the most part, I consider myself a creator.